Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Tier 10 American Tank Destroyer, the T110E3. Now, this is an extremely strong vehicle, and like it says in the title of today's video, it is the mighty wall itself. Now, of course, I don't get into politics, and if anybody's typing stuff about politics in the chat, I'll probably end up deleting the comment unless it's a funny joke, because I just did it for a good video title. But yeah, the E3, what is good about it and what is bad? Well, first of all, the E3 has got a really, really big gun, a 155mm, capable of dealing 640 average damage. It's got decent damage per minute at 2750. Of course, though, I am running calibrated because I want to have that glorious 99 high explosive penetration. It's a decently accurate gun. Like, the dispersion isn't the best, but it's also not bad. It's .326, which is just a little bit worse than vehicles like the T110E5 and other slower heavy tanks. But overall, it's not too bad on the gun, and it's able to get out some pretty nasty shells. But the real thing that makes the E3 strong is the armor. It is a wall. It's a bunker. It's able to sit hull down and be virtually impenetrable unless you know some of the weak spots it has. Now, the first weak spot is the front track wheel. If you have this tank angling at, let's say, an angle like this, the tank may look all red, but hidden behind that track wheel is about 230mm of armor, which means that you will easily penetrate right through that armor. Make sure to shoot this thing in the track wheel. It's about the same thickness in the tracks as a T110E5, and we all know it's not very thick. As well, if this tank is hull down, you can try and shoot HE right at that little triple commander hatch. That can actually only be about 80mm thick, so it's your next best option. You have a choice. It's either shoot at that weak spot there and hope that you're going to deal about 200 damage per shot, not losing any hit points yourself, or you can take the longer route and stare at an impenetrable wall of redness, which is like the yellow brick road, except it's red. That was an awful joke. Okay, we're just going to pretend like I didn't say that, but nonetheless, don't shoot at a hull down E3 unless you know the weak spots, because there's really no point to go for it, especially when a massive 155mm gun is aiming at you with pretty good penetration all around. Now, the E3 is not slow by any means. In fact, it's got decent mobility. This T110E5 here, he's about to get on the wrong story, because we're going to get a nice shell right into his side. Yeet! There you go. 500 hit points later, and he is not liking me all too much. So that's pretty dang nice. This is why the E3 is such a nice vehicle in general, is because of the ability to get pretty nice snaps out. Again, this E5, he penned me, but we're just going to wait for his reactive to wear off. Actually, I'm just going to shoot him now. There's no point to wait. That reactive lost a lot longer than you think. Now, of course, this E3 is penning me with heat and lower plate, so not much I can really do about that. He's going to pen every time, but apart from that, we're going to get some easy shells right out onto the enemy. We got the Jagdpanzer all the way off to the side, and, well, you know what? We also got the Kron. We're going to use Speed Boost to the reverse, because I don't want to be penned. No, thank you. Speed Boost gives this tank an unnatural amount of reverse speed, going pretty dang quick. I think, what is about 18 in reverse? It pretty much gave me the ability there to safely get away from that Jagdpanzer E100, even though he had a pretty easy shot on this. That's something that's really nice about the reverse speed. So now we're going to slowly climb our way up this hill. This tank isn't the fastest. That's one thing about it. Being a living wall and a bunker gives you not so great mobility. And yeah, apart from speed boost, this tank isn't the fastest. But you do get out some pretty beefy shots like that one into the Krong Gong there. He's not liking me too much. We're not going to break 3,000 damage, at least not anytime soon, unless we get an HE out into that Bat Chatillon, but yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting that HE out. And with that Jagdpanzer off to the side, yeah, we're probably not going to break any ridiculous damage numbers this game, unless, yes, that is what I'm talking about. Nice HE right into the side of that Bat Chatillon, and with that, just about, what, 3,040 damage, managed to break the 3,000 barrier. Now, you saw there that was a pretty easy win. We were able to push on the E5, pretty much clear him. Even though he shot us twice, we easily out-traded him. Then we pushed on the Kron, got a nice 2 shots in him, and as well, got another shot into the enemy Bat Chatillon 25-ton for 700 with an HE in the side. The E3 really is a super strong tank, but of course, I could just be bluffing and gotten a decent game out. Let's play one more and see if we can continue to get that strong battle out with the E3. Now, this is a fantastic map to run the E3 on, and that's again because of the 8 degrees of gun depression it has. Having gun depression on a very well-armored tank destroyer is very, very nice. The vehicle, like the Badger, has gun depression. The issue is it's not mobile, and as well, while it does have good DPM, it doesn't have something called, well, accuracy. The E3 is actually quite accurate, and it doesn't have alpha. The E3's got the ability to snap somebody for 640 and back in the cover. People aren't as scared about the Badger, so they'll just shoot it right in the lower plate. So here we go. Let's get one more victory out, and, well, that's going to be it. So let's do this. Get hull down on the Mines Hill. Now, I'm not really expecting much from the enemy team. They got a 5A, which is a very strong hull-down tank, but it's strong hull-down. And what the heck? Did he just pen my cupola? Normally, and this is normally, what? Okay, well, I guess we're going to get penned in the cupola today. We've already, and, oof, thank God I didn't use the wrong repair kit there, because we would have been really, really bad off. But thankfully, we're not doing too bad. That E100 is doing a good job holding there. You got a nice shot into that Vickers CR. But I'm going to back up, and we're going to try and poke the other side of this rock, because obviously I don't want to be shot in the side by that Vickers. Not anytime soon. I still am baffled how that 5A managed to pen me hull down, because that's not really something you ever expect to see. But let's aim in on the Jagdpanzer. There you go. Nice shot going in for 600. That's something that's really nice about this tank, again, is the ability to have a really, really good standard penetration, and as well, easily cut through with Big Alpha. So that Yag, he's obviously not liking me all too much right now. We got that Mark 6 there, but let's finish off the enemy Jagdpanzer. Yeah, he's not doing too well. What the actual heck? Wargaming, I want my money back. I swear there's something wrong with my E3, because that's not supposed to happen. I can tell you from experience that that Kron, I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. Okay. Apparently, the E3 is being penned in a 350mm thick weak spot. Now, that's not a weak spot. It's 350... Okay. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I'm going to leave this in the video. Normally, if I did a game this bad, I wouldn't show it, but I'm going to leave this in the video, because that is some of the most BS thing I've ever seen in Blitz. In fact, that's so stupid. I'm going to go pull up Armor Inspector right now, and I'm going to actually see. We're going to pull this up. Let me change my screen so you can see this. We're going to take a look on Armor Inspector, the E3's upper turret, or something, the boob on the top, because this isn't me losing my mind, I hope. To what I'm aware, the E3 is virtually impenetrable, and the fact that that 5A penned me 3 times in a row, taking off 1,200 hit points, actually is infuriating. So let's go. 5A, let's go get the T110 E3. Here we go, E3. That is the E3 cupola with heat. It really can't. That's with, even with Kelly. What the absolute heck? So, what? Okay. I must be losing my mind. Let's go take a look at our E3 again. Where's our E3? I just wanted... Why isn't it? Okay. I guess we can just be penned right on... You can even see the one. It's right... What the heck? Well, yeah, I don't know what to say. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, because this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I was going to title the video, Trump's Wall, just as a joke, and I don't know if I want to call it that. You know what? No. We're going to call it Trump's Wall. You know why? Because just like the idea of building a wall, it worked about as well as the E3's hatch did in this game. I have never seen this happen before. Honestly, speaking 100% honest, I've never had a game like this, especially with a 5A penning my E3's hatch, ever. In any game, haul down to my E3 bed and pens like that 3 times in a row from the worst heat pen heavy tank in the game. I have bounced shells from tier 10 tank destroyers in the E3's hatch. The fact that that pens me is actually ridiculous. I don't know what to say. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen in the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I really don't know what to say. Yeah, one of the strongest hull-down tanks in the game just got defiled by the overpowered 5A. You know what? It's great, because one of my favorite tanks is very fair and balanced. Yes, it is actually a very balanced tank, so I don't know what to say. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to click that subscribe button down below if you want to see more bullshitery like this, because I'm still speechless. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.